Any day now, we can expect the members to be announced of the task force for missing and murdered Indigenous women. Jessica Perez shows us how this task force will help.
Washington State has taken a baby step towards helping put a stop to the epidemic of missing and murdered Indigenous women and people. As we have mentioned before, Indigenous women go missing and are murdered at higher rates than any other ethnic group in the United States.
It's not if, but it's when we'll need to deal with it.
The Washington legislature and MMIWP task force staff have appointed 21 members to the task force. Those appointees will be announced in the coming days. The purpose of forming a task force is to look at some of the root and systematic causes of gender-based violence against Indigenous people. They'll also review the way data is collected for the missing and murdered, look at law enforcement interactions, and prosecution trends. The task force will then make recommendations to the legislature.
And I think that we are really setting a precedent and really looking to other states to follow that model that says we are taking this seriously, we want change, and we're willing to devote those resources to making sure that that change happens.
The task force will be building off legislation passed in 2018 and 2019, one in regards to the way law enforcement collects data. The task force will look at what data is collected, how, and what obstacles they face, things like racial misclassification.
How can we understand the root cause of that problem? Is it a training problem? Is it a technology problem? Is it a community trust relationship problem? Are people just not providing that information? Do law enforcement officers know how to ask for that information in a respectful and culturally appropriate way?
Other legislation includes appointing 2 tribal liaisons, one on each side of the state, to Washington State Patrol. Their role is many jobs in one, but a main focus is building community trust with law enforcement.
Based on creating something, because we don't have a model to follow. We just have to figure it out as we go along. I think we've made great progress just based on the feedback and the input and their request to get information from us.
While these things won't put an end to the epidemic, it is a start to better understanding the causes of it. The MMIW task force will first meet at the end of the year and then provide 2 reports of their findings to the governor and the legislature in August 2022 and June 2023. In Yakima, Jessica Perez, NBC Right Now.